Hello, good evening. Okay, so we are live right now. I'm just going to move this lighting back a little bit because it's a little bit too bright. So we're live right now. This is going to be a very, very small and an intimate live stream for people who have bought the 15-minute agency over the last 48 hours. So I did a flash email campaign to people who are buying the book within the last 48 hours, people who are stuck in my funnel and haven't actually made the leap to purchase the book. So I wanted to do this live stream to talk about absolutely anything you guys want to talk about. So fire over questions in the box, in the chat box, and I'll be able to answer whatever you want me to. So apologies for the messy cables there in the background. I've got a new office phone because I've started locking my mobile phone away in the daytime in my safe. So I don't want to be using that in the daytime. So I'm going to be recording this. I may upload this onto my YouTube channel. So for those of you guys now joining, this is going to be a very, very small live stream. I am live right now. So use this as an opportunity to ask me any questions you want to ask me, because I'm probably expecting, I've only sent like an email invitation link out to like 10, 20 people, because I wanted to keep this really small, really intimate, and give you as much value as I can. Hi Turner, how are we doing? Guys, when you join in, make sure you message into the group chat, so I know you've actually joined in, and you can ask me absolutely anything you want to. You're only going to get this opportunity once, so this doesn't come around a lot, so you can literally ask me anything you want to ask about this book, 15-minute agency, or business, or social media marketing in general, literally anything you want me to answer, and I'll get that answer for you. I've got half an hour today, guys. Turner, I'm going to a networking event tomorrow. What's your best advice to make it successful? Good call, first of all. Good call for going to a networking event. Actually, one of my students signed up a client for $9,500 a month from a networking event. So this could be a really, really big opportunity for you. Just make sure that you just relax. Don't overthink it, and use this as an opportunity to just meet as many people as you possibly can. And yeah, just use it to your advantage and mingle with people. I mean, have you got any like business cards or anything made up? What stage are you at on your journey at the moment, man? Have you just started, or what kind of stage are you at the minute? Give us a bit of background on that. What I'm going to just do, guys, I'm just going to announce that I'm live as well to anybody else who has purchased within the last 48 hours. So bear with me a second. Okay, let's just get this up. I'm just going to split screen this so I can be doing this at the same time. Okay. So you're currently in the 9 to 5, no clients in a minute. Should I tell the truth or the white lie? If I were you, I would say that you've already started an agency. It's a white lie. I mean, you can, because you are actively trying to look for clients right now. So it's not a lie. You have started your agency. You're trying to get clients at the moment. So I would say that you're a digital marketer and you're starting an agency of your own. And essentially, you're looking to get your foot in the door of some companies. So you want to get your foot in the door, and yeah. You want to start signing up clients. So be honest, but don't just outright be like, okay, yeah, I got a 9 to 5, but I'd like to start an agency. Just say like I've already started my agency. I want to start getting clients, and just talk about your expertise. Talk about, maybe not so much talk about what you can do for these businesses, but just make friends and mingle with people and rub elbows with people who are there. And let the conversation flow naturally, and you'll get on with people. You'll speak to people that you'll get on with, and you'll just make friends, and you'll just be able to sign them. That's the easiest way to sign up clients is by making friends with them. Okay, guys, I'm just going to send a broadcast out to let other people know that we are live right now, because there's only 4 of you guys right now, but I literally have only sent this email out to like 10 or 20 people because I wanted to keep this group as intimate as possible. So guys, if you are joining right now, fire over your questions into the chat bot, and I can answer absolutely anything you want me to answer for you. And also, thanks for getting yourself a copy of the 15-minute agency. We'll be in a bit, just getting out of school. No worries, Ron. That's all good, man. Okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to... Cool. Okay, nice. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to join. Vikram, okay, you signed your first client today in an Indian restaurant in London. You're expecting a free trial, but it ended up £500 with 150 ad spend. So nervous now, has never ran ad and bad at making content. Should you hire a freelancer already? No. In my personal opinion, no, you shouldn't hire a freelancer already. I think that you should, at the very least, try and do this yourself to start off with. Okay, so try and do this yourself. Start running ads, start learning about ads. So I presume you've read the 15-Minute Agency already. Let me know if you haven't, but you should start trying to run ads yourself and then outsource it. Because what I find is it's always best to run the ads yourself, and then you will be able to be in a better position to start outsourcing it, because you'll be able to tell people or teach people the way that you like to do things. One moment, guys. I'll just be 1 second whilst I just share this. Okay. Cool. Cool. Right, so we're going to have some more people joining in any moment, because I've just announced this to the rest of the people on the email list from the last 48 hours. Okay. And Vikram, just make a social media calendar for regular organic posting and run 2 ads promotions weekly, and content it will work. If I were you, I would be posting daily for that client. So I would be posting daily for the Indian restaurant, get lots of images of their food. So there's going to be tons of food going out from this restaurant every single day. So it's pretty easy for the owner to get content. If they really want to, they can literally just literally get so many pictures in just one day. So I would really push for the client to be getting as much content as they can possibly get you, and you can just schedule like 1 post a day for the whole month. Ads wise, 2 ads as promotions weekly. Yeah, that works. I mean, what's the budget for the client? How much do they, okay, I can see on your message 150 ad spend. So it's a pretty small ad spend, I won't lie. It's not the biggest of ad spends. So really you're going to be wanting to run at least just 2 ads at all times. So I'd go for 1 engagement ad and 1 traffic ad for that client. It's not a big enough budget, if I'm completely honest with you, though. If I were you, I would watch my latest YouTube video on why ad budgets are so important, because that's kind of the primary example that I'm talking about. So after this live chat, make sure you go watch that video, because it'll really help you. In your position, I would just run 2 ads at all times, because you haven't got enough budget to be like running more than that. Okay. Guys, what other questions have we got? No worries at all, man. That's all good. I'm hoping we're going to have some more people join here. I probably made a mistake keeping this group as small as possible. I wanted to keep it nice and small so I could give you a really kind of personal service, but I probably kept the group too small for this live chat. But that's all good. We'll probably have some other people joining in. Guys, another just a quick announcement as well for those of you guys who are interested. If you're thinking of joining the Social Media Marketing School, by all means, this is not a sales pitch. It's just purely because we've got some time to kill here whilst we're waiting for some other people to join. I'm hosting a live speaking event on Tuesday, which is going to be really, really exciting. So if anybody is thinking of joining over the next couple of days, you should join like ASAP, so you can come to the live speaking event on Tuesday. We're going to be hosting some seminar training, and I'm going to be giving away something like a really, really incredible product, which I'm going to be selling for thousands, and I'm going to be giving it away for free. So if you're thinking of joining, you absolutely should do before next Tuesday, so you can come to this speaking event. Turner, you're about to start marketing for your uncle's construction business. However, he only wants to pay out $200 a month, as I have no experience. Should I still do it? That is completely up to you. Personally, I wouldn't even go near them for $200 a month. But as you have no experience and you probably have a lot of free time, I would consider it, because it'll be a good testimonial for you, and you'll be able to get you'll be able to get some good credibility from it. So all you need to do is just get them some good results, start making them money, and then they'll be able to pay you more than 200 a month. So it's different because he's family, so I'd maybe be a bit more lenient to it. But if he wasn't family, then yeah, I probably wouldn't go anywhere near it. Vikram, no, it's actually in London. It's in central London. So I wanted it to be in London so it's more accessible for people. So yeah, central London is where the event is. Tyson, hi, how are we doing? How do you do the most of engagement ads? How do you do the most of engagement ads? I don't understand your question, bro. Fire that over again, just reword it for me. Do you mean, do I do mostly engagement adverts? Yeah, let me know what you mean by that. If that is what you mean, do I do mostly engagement adverts, then no, I do more traffic adverts than engagement adverts. Because traffic adverts and conversion adverts are the ones that actually make the money, but engagement adverts are there to get that social proof and get people coming through to the page and engaging. How do you make the most out of engagement ads? Cool. So how do I make the most out of engagement ads? So first of all, it's got to be about the content. With engagement adverts, it's not about the post writing or the ad copy or anything like that. It's about the content, okay? So it's about the image or it's about the video. Now, generally speaking, if you're wanting like massive exposure, video is always going to do best on engagement adverts. If you want lots of likes and comments, then I find that pictures actually do best. So it completely depends on the context of the actual client, so who they are. If they were a restaurant, then a picture of a sexy item of food is always going to be king. It's always going to do best. If it's like a gym, then a video of someone working out or specific work exercise is going to do best for engagement ads. Don't worry too much about the text. Just let the text describe whatever the actual image or video is of itself. And let the actual content do the talking. Okay, so just make sure the content is really good. No pixelated images, nice high resolution, and really kind of relevant and yeah, just really good content. Vikram, you'll be at the London event. Sign up on the website. Yeah, man. So basically, you need to sign up to the course first of all. So you need to sign up to the social media marketing school, and then if you go in the school, you'll be able to access the link to get a ticket for the event. But it is exclusively for people in the course. Miguel, or Turnout, I just missed another one. What's the best way to justify prices without any prior experience? Should you do a reduced fee for a certain time period? Justify prices. Have you watched my YouTube video on free trials? You should definitely watch that. It's got like a thumbnail saying, should you do free trials? You really should watch that out. That answers your whole question. If I were you, and you're trying to get like your first 1 or 2 clients, you could offer a 2-week free trial where you could just provide excellent results for the client. Now, you're not going to make them a lot of money in this period, probably not no money at all. But what you are going to do is get them a ton of social proof, which is going to wow them. Okay, so get them in on a 2-week free trial, prove to them that you're amazing, and then charge them. Okay, so you should watch that video. Go check out my channel. It's one of my early videos. Like, should you do free trials? It's like how should you get how to get clients when you don't have any previous experience? Literally, like your question. Miguel, hey Jordan, hey man. I have a question about mindset. You're trying to build healthy habits such as waking up early and be productive, but procrastinating is a real struggle. How would you overcome this? I feel you, man. I feel you. Procrastinating is a big issue, and it's not just for people who just start. I want you to know that it happens to absolutely everybody. I mean, I procrastinate all the time. Everybody procrastinates. Anybody who tells you they don't procrastinate is talking bollocks. So what I would recommend you doing, a book that really changed my life with regards to my healthy habits, which I've spoken about all the time. People are probably sick of me mentioning it, and I should probably be an affiliate for it, is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. It's a really great book about your morning routine, about waking up early. It teaches you how to wake up early, teaches you about a really good routine when you do wake up early so you can maintain doing it. So go check out that book. It's really, really great. And when you start waking up early, it's going to change everything. I think one thing which is really, really important to include in your morning routine is actually your workout. So if you don't go to the gym, start going to the gym in the morning, because even on the mornings that you feel like laying in, you're going to be more inclined to waking up because you know that you have to go work out. So there's a good bit of advice for you. Start working out in the morning, and it's more quiet than it is in the evenings. Brandon, hey man, you just finished the book and the course, all upwards and onwards. Yes, man. Glad to hear it. I'm glad you're enjoying both the book and the course. Are you coming to the event in London on Tuesday? Let me know. Tyson, I'm about to run ads for a new restaurant. They opened late 2017. Should you prioritize engagement ads? No. I would still run. I wouldn't prioritize them. I would never prioritize any ads over others, but I would make sure you have a lot of engagement adverts. I mean, try and have to start off with the restaurant for like the first month. I would have like 2 engagement adverts running at all times, and then 1 traffic advert. The traffic advert with like an offer or something, like a free dessert coupon or something like that, and then the engagement adverts like sexy food pictures. Or even just have 1 engagement advert and 1 traffic ad, like £10 on engagement, £5 on traffic, and then switch it over about halfway through the month, just so you're getting that social proof to start off with. Because as you're working with the client, you don't want to be ramming sales down people's throats straight away. You want to be building that social proof, building that audience. So yeah, I would get some good engagement adverts to start off with, but you want to make sure they're high resolution. You want to make sure that they are like some really appetizing photos and videos. But photos are going to really do best for restaurants. And just let the text be just a really simple description of the item of food in the picture. Tyson, you really like my video today. Very clear. Love that. Thank you. Turner, best marketing books beside mine. This one right here. Best marketing book ever. Do you know what? To be honest with you, I have not read or found many other really great marketing books. I'll tell you one which is really worth reading. And I'm going to find it because I've forgotten the name of it. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm not. There is a really good one. Okay, How to Write Copy That Sells by Ray Edwards. That's a really good book. So have a look at that. How to write copy that sells, and how to write better copy as well. So just go on to Amazon, type in how to write copy. Okay, so that's basically talking about how to write good ad copy. So have a look at that. But don't get too strung up on like the best marketing books, because the biggest problem that you're going to find is you're going to be absorbing lots of different information from lots of different people. Everyone has different opinions on what is good marketing and what defines good marketing, and then you'll find that you're going to be torn with all these different ideas. So my best advice is just to pick a couple of resources and run with them. Just pick something that works already, like what I taught you in 15-Minute Agency, and run with that. But reading a book about good ad copy is always going to help you. Because learning how to write properly and how to write engaging stuff which is going to captivate your client's audience, that's always going to be a massive bonus. So go check out How to Write Copy That Sells. Vikram, planning on working with 2 friends, one in insurance and one a DJ. Wondering if you should work profit based on leads instead of monthly retainer instead. Worth a shot. When profit based on leads. If they're for your friends, then yes, you can do that. If you just want to get the experience, if you want to get testimonials from them, then yeah, absolutely, you can work with them on a lead basis. But this is going to take a lot of trust. So you have to trust that when they get leads come through and they've actually converted them, that they're going to tell you, hey man, we got a lead from you, or we converted one of the leads from your Facebook ads. So it takes an element of trust. If you can trust your friends, then yeah, that's absolutely fine. I would never do this with a random company though, because you can't trust anyone in this world. But if it's friends, then yeah, why not? Miguel, thanks, you appreciate it. No worries, man. Curtis, what should you charge e-com clients as a retainer? An absolute minimum of 1,000 a month, really like 2,000 plus. It completely depends on the client, what their budget is, because some e-commerce clients are spending like 100 grand a month on ads. Plus, they're spending even more than that. So it completely depends on the client, what stage they are at on their business, whether they're well established, whether they're a startup. But generally speaking, you want it to be like 2,000 plus, absolute minimum 1,000, because e-commerce clients are big clients. They take a lot of work. There's a lot more testing involved. So yeah, you want it to be a higher ticket retainer. Cool. What else have we got here, guys? Just when you do join, by the way, if you've just joined in, I've opened this live chat up now to more people from the 50-minute agency. Originally I kept this like a really, really small live chat for like 10 to 20 people, but we didn't have as much people join as hoped for whatever reason, because you're from all over the world. So if you have just joined this from the 50-minute agency group, then make sure you fire over your questions in the question box there, because we only have another 11 minutes on this live chat. And yeah, you're going to want to get this, because you're not going to get this opportunity to get hold of me like this again very soon. So yeah, fire over your questions. Tyson, for a daily £5 ad budget, what's the ideal size audience, interest groups? Completely depends on the client. What is the client? Who are they? Where are they based? But generally speaking, let's say 50 to 200,000 people. But that's on the basis of a local brick and mortar business. So yeah, let me know what kind of client they are and where you are based, and then I'll be able to give you a more in-depth answer on that. Turner, should your fee correlate with ad spend at all? Yes, 100%. Again, watch my latest YouTube video. I literally uploaded it like 3 hours ago. Watch that. It's about ad spend and the importance of ad spend, and it is essentially what I talk about in there is that your ad spend should be a minimum value of 50% of your service charge. So I'm not saying you spend 50% of your service charge on ads. It's a completely separate charge. But let's just say, for example, you're charging £1,000 for your service charge. You should be charging at least, or quoting at least, 500 on top of that for ad spend, at least. But in an ideal world, it'll be £750 or even £1,000 plus, okay? What you got to remember with ad budget, the most important thing about ad budget is that the more money that your client is spending on ads, the less work that you have to do, okay? The easier it is for you to get results, because they're spending more money. You need to get less return on investment for it to be profitable for them. So it's in your absolute best interests to be getting them to get a high ad budget, okay? You do never, ever want to work with a client who wants to spend less than 50% of the equivalent of the service charge on ads, because it's just gonna screw you over massively, and you're not going to be able to get the results. Brandon, you can't make it this time. No, you're all good, man. No worries at all. There'll be another one. I don't know when, but there will be another one. Turner, do you think it's worth advertising on platforms other than Facebook? Instagram. The only reason I say that, because you can just tick a little tick box and you can get the ads over onto Instagram as well. So it's nice and easy. So yeah, advertise on Instagram, but only for clients that need it. Only for clients that you think it's relevant for them to be advertising on Instagram as well. There's no point advertising on Instagram for absolutely everybody. I don't recommend you then offering Google AdWords and everything on YouTube or anything like that for your clients, because you're just going to confuse yourself. Maybe when you're already well established and you've got your agency running on autopilot, and then you've got time to learn other skills, then by all means, then you can venture into other things. But for now, just stick with Facebook and Instagram. Brandon, you'll be definitely coming to the next one. Cool. Tyson, the business is restaurant and in Manchester. And cool, I would be aiming for around 150,000 people in that audience, in an area like that for a restaurant. So between 75 and 200,000 people in your audience. Keep it fairly broad for a restaurant, but the beauty of a restaurant is that food is a commodity. Absolutely everybody needs to eat, whether they live in an area, whether they're just passing through an area. So keep the targeting fairly broad. Get it to around 75 to 200,000 people. Turner, at your networking event tomorrow, you're being given 1 to 2 minutes to speak in front of everyone. Anything you need to make sure you say. That's wicked. How many people are there? That's really, really cool. I would simply say that I'm just making up a speech for you on the spot. So make sure you just let people know who you are, what you do, and why they should speak to you. Okay. So a couple of 100 business owners. Nice. Okay. Have you prepared anything? Have you prepared something for this? So if you don't know what to say, just quite simply just introduce yourself and say, hey, my name's Turner. I'm a digital marketer, or I'm a social media marketer from blah, blah, blah. I help companies generate more revenue per month through the use of social media. And specifically, I help companies who I know are leaving money on the table, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are today. So if you are interested in social media marketing, you're looking to take your social media to the next level, maybe you are struggling with your social media, you've run some money on ads, you've spent a little money here or there, you've never got a return on investment, and you're banging your head against the wall, you think it doesn't work, have a conversation with me, because I bet you that when you speak to me, we'll be able to find out why it didn't work for you before, and who knows, maybe we can recover some of that money that you were leaving on the table. Something like that. I don't know. I just made that up on the spot for you. So just introduce yourself. Let people know why they should speak to you. Address the elephant in the room, because a lot of people there are going to think social media doesn't work. We've run advertisement before, it doesn't work. Address that elephant. Say, look, I know you guys, a lot of you guys will be thinking, I've tried to run Facebook ads before, I tried to run Instagram ads, it doesn't work. Well, let me tell you, I can guarantee that all of you guys have been doing it wrong. Come have a conversation with me and I'll tell you exactly why. Something like that, controversial, and get people coming to you and talking to you. Cool. Ron, you're 15, just started an agency, but clients feel you're too young to pay a 1 to 2K retainer. What should you do? Do you have any clients at the moment? If yes, carry on doing what you're doing. Just press through. It's a numbers game. Get good results. Get testimonials. No one's going to give a toss how old you are. If you don't have any clients at the moment, start offering a 2-week free trial. So when people push back on your service charge, and by the way, don't be charging like £2,000 retainers for your first client, because you are going to struggle. Just be quoting like £1,000. If people push back, say, hey, look, fine, okay, you've got doubts, maybe because of my age, because of my service charge, whatever, age is just a number, but I just want to prove to you that I can do what I'm saying I can do. I want to prove to you that I can make you more monthly revenue. So what I want to do is I want to work for you for free for 2 weeks, okay? But all I ask is that you spend a minimum of £250 during that 2-week period on advertisement, okay? And I'll prove to you how much results I can get you. And what you're going to do there is you're going to provide them with a lot of social proof. You're going to get some really great engagement adverts. In fact, there's no point in me going through all of it right now, because I'm sure there's other people that want to ask questions. Go over to my YouTube and search for a free trial. And I've got a video which goes through my free trial strategy. It's how to get clients when you don't have previous experience or whatever. So go look at that video, and that's really going to help you out. So look into that. Curtis, how do you tend to justify service charge? I never justify my service charge. Absolutely never justify my service charge. Watch one of my videos on YouTube. It's how to close more confidently. Watch that video. It's going to give you the answer to your question there. But the answer, in short, is never justify your service charge. Be absolutely confident with it, because you've got to remember, man, you are literally approaching businesses because you want to make them more revenue per month. Okay, there's no reason for you to justify your service charge. Go watch that video after this live chat. It's how to close more confidently. It's like one of my, I think it's like 2 videos ago. Cool. Turn a couple of under business owners. Cool. You're going to let me know how it goes. Wicked. Ryan, you can't access the escape plan and fundamental resource after paying for it. It just sends me to the page that you've already seen if I was doing it. Going to buy. Ryan, you need to log into teachable.com. Go to members, so members.socialmediamarketing.school. Hit login in the top right hand corner. Type in your email address that you purchased with. Okay, if you don't know your password, it's because you already have a Teachable account from some time whenever. If you don't know it, hit forgot my password. It'll send a password to your email address. You'll be able to log in. So again, go to members.socialmediamarketing.school, click the login button and log in with the email address that you purchased with, and you'll be able to access both of those things. Brandon, so you're going to start cold calling tomorrow since you've just finished the booking course. Give you 2 weeks and you'll be working for yourself. Yeah, man, you definitely will. You just make sure, Brandon, my biggest advice for you, man, but the thing that frustrates the hell out of me when people were starting, like, learn that you are going to get face rejection. People are going to say no, and just be resilient, okay? Learn that that is a learning curve. That's part of this. That's what's going to happen, okay? So accept that and know and own that failure, own those rejections, and learn from them and move on and keep pushing forward. Because the thing that is going to make you successful over other people that maybe fail in this is that they give up too early. Okay, so keep pushing on, be resilient, and you've got this, man. You've got all the tools that you need to be successful in this industry, and I believe in you. So push forward, and you've got this. I cannot wait for you to quit your job. Rom, thanks, really appreciate it. We'll do the free trial option. Wicked. Dante, you're thinking of buying my course right now. Would I recommend the Kick-Ass Results for existing agency owner or the full course from scratch, even though you have clients? Dante, if I'm honest with you, I'm not just saying this because I need the extra £400 off you or whatever it is, because I don't. Get the full course. I'll tell you why, because the results course it doesn't have all of my new modules included. So it does not include the e-commerce module, okay? So in the main course, at the moment, you get access to the full e-commerce module as well, which includes all of the e-commerce training, but actually includes a lot of our training, which will benefit you with all clients, such as my full testing strategies and my full scaling ad strategies as well. And if you join with before next Tuesday, okay, I don't know where you live. If you live around the London area or you're from the UK, I'm hosting a live seminar event on Tuesday, face-to-face, and I'm literally going to be giving away something which is like insanely valuable to everybody there, and it's exclusive for members of the course. So, Dante, join it, do the right thing. I'll see you on Tuesday. We can meet face-to-face. We'll have a proper chat over a coffee. This is the first speaking event I've hosted for my students. So it's really, really exciting. But if I were you, I'm not just saying that I don't need the extra money. Get the full course. You'll learn a lot more about signing up new clients, and you'll get access to all of the new modules that I add in all the time, because we add in all content all the time. Let me know if you've got any questions on that. Turner, what should you do if you're not getting results for clients? Get results, learn more, practice more. You need to work out why. You need to figure out quickly, because you'll lose them clients. The most important thing is actually getting, like, it's all well and good getting clients. You've got to be able to retain them. You've got to be able to keep them. So if you don't think that you can get results for your clients, you need to learn more. You need to scratch up on techniques. You need to Google what other people have done. You need to look at, okay, well, who is this client? Okay, they're a restaurant. Let me look at what other people have done. Let me look at what other people's strategies. Let me look at what's worked for their competitors and immerse yourself in that. You have a responsibility to get results for your clients. Curtis, how many cold calls did you do per day when you were first starting? I actually did about 20 cold calls a day. I think 20 to 25 cold calls a day for 2 weeks when I first started. Signed up my first 2 clients for £2,000, quit my job when I carried on cold calling. And within about 3 months, I never had to cold call again because I was getting so many referrals. You've struggled with pricing and ad budgets on sale, though you've gotten good ROIs for clients. You want to get hot results for clients and scale your retainer, but you struggle with strategy and structure. Yeah, cool. The course is going to give you structure, man. You can literally follow the strategies I use. You have struggled with pricing and ad budgets. Cool. Okay, cool. Man, you're going to get help with all that stuff. And you get personal mentorship with me. You're going to get access to an exclusive email address where you'll be able to contact me directly. It literally comes straight through to me. My team don't have access to that email, and I respond to absolutely everybody personally within 24 hours on that email address. So I absolutely try to. So it's always me that responds to you. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit longer on the weekends, but we're all human. We need a bit of time off. So yeah, you'll be able to reach me directly if you've got any questions on strategy with any of your clients. Okay, guys, we're now 2 minutes over time, so we're going to round up now. If you're watching this on replay, then thanks for sticking around to the end of this. I know we were a bit slow going on the start because we didn't have too many people join in. I wanted to keep this a really small and intimate live chat. What I didn't want is for that chat on that chat on the side be like coming up, and we couldn't keep up with it, because I wanted this to be as exclusive as possible, because I only actually invited around 10 to 20 people onto this live call via email for people who have actually bought the 15-minute agency book within the last 72 to 48 hours. Dante, I cannot wait to have you in the program. I cannot wait to speak to you personally and watch you grow, which is incredible. I'm going to answer one last question here that we have from Erwin. Hi, Jordan. You're currently spending $5,000 in ad spend for one of your e-com clients. That's wicked, man. Any tips on scaling ad spend up to 7,500 to 10,000? Okay, I'm not just saying this, but I have a whole video. Okay, I've got like 2 videos on scaling ad budgets in my full e-commerce module in the social media marketing school. We have a full module on my e-commerce strategy, but I'm going to give you an exclusive insight right now. I'm going to run this down within 30 seconds. So you want to scale up ads? Okay, you've got 2 ways you can do it. You can either duplicate the ad set, or you can actually increase the ad budget. If you're going to, first of all, if you want to increase the ad budget, you can only do this every 3 days. Okay, if you do this less than every 3 days, then you're going to ruin the algorithm. Only increase the budget by a maximum of 20%. Okay, 20 to 30% at an absolute max. Don't get greedy, because you will screw up the advert. Okay. Number 2, you can duplicate the ad. So you can have the ad running, you've got a good ad set, duplicate that ad like 5 to 10 times. Now, not all of those duplications are going to be working, okay? But you can duplicate those ads and you can increase the budget on them by 20 to 30% as well, okay? And then after 24 to 48 hours, if some of those duplications don't have purchases at a rate that which is profitable, turn them off. Don't get attached to them, just turn them off. What you can also do is duplicate the adverts to new audiences. So you found an advert which is working really well to a good audience, duplicate that advert with loads and loads of different audiences so you can test out new audiences. I hope that helps. I go much more in depth into the e-commerce module. Dante, can you tell us how to get tickets to your event before you go? Yes, when you enroll into the course, you'll be able to get tickets to the event on the Facebook page. There's a link on the Facebook group for the course. It's exclusive for course members. So enroll into the course before you look at that. Well, you won't be able to look at it anyway because you won't be in the Facebook group. But when you enroll, join the Facebook group and you'll be able to access the event. Dante, if you jump in within the next 24 hours, I'll give you a ticket for free. And that's a promise. It's on me. Don't tell anyone else, though, because they'll shoot me because they will pay for it. Turner, cool. Thanks for the help. Can't wait to get a GT3 and race me. Wow, wicked. You'll thrash me in GT3. Not if I have a GT3 RS though, or a Lambo by that time. Cool, guys. I hope you have. Hope you've really enjoyed this live chat. Yeah, Dante dropped me a message on Instagram or Facebook so I can get that sorted with you. And guys, if you're watching this, you've got the copy of the 50 Minute Agency, or at least you're waiting for a copy. Implement this stuff, okay? It's what I teach in here literally has made people thousands and thousands of pounds. I'm so passionate about this. If you're really serious about it, jump into the Social Media Marketing School. You'll get personal mentorship from me. We're started doing masterminds. We started doing face-to-face seminars, and we're running our first one on Tuesday, which is incredible. Anybody who joins within the next 24 to 48 hours can come along to that seminar on Tuesday. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this. I'm probably going to bang this up on the YouTube channel, and if you've got any questions, fire them over into the Facebook group. Last of all, just want to finish up by saying Facebook group is incredible at the moment. I'm absolutely loving the amount of engagement and energy and everything inside that group. It's incredible. If you are watching this video on YouTube and you haven't got yourself a copy of the 50 Minute Agency, like, even if you don't want to read this thing, just buy this so you can get into the Facebook group, because these guys, there's like 1,500 people in there now. The energy is amazing and the feedback is incredible and everyone's just killing it. So it's really great to see. Keep up the hard work, everybody. And I'll see you very soon. Cheers, guys.